All right, Malachi, if you are prepared, when you begin speaking.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Malachi Reynolds. I want to thank you for allowing me to take up the next 6 minutes of your time here. And tonight, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about Tennyson Center for Children, located just about 30 minutes that way into downtown Denver. And I'd like to share with you just a little about what they do, why I think it's really important what they do for society, and why it matters to me personally. So to start off with, they were founded in 1904 by John and Mary Warren. These are two school teachers who watched their kids in the classroom and they just saw their struggles, how their parents could be abusive or neglectful, and they saw how it affected these kids. And so, my dad. And so they decided they were going to do something about this. And so in 1904 in Loveland, Colorado, they purchased the McMillan Building. This was an 8-bed press brick building that they used as a place of refuge for these kids who were hurting. Now, flash forward 100 years, or over 100 years, this has turned into a 16-bed building with a fully accredited K-12 school in downtown Denver, where they offer all of these things with a goal focused on getting these kids ready for life, healing their past traumas, and getting them to reconnect with their families. It's a really big value they put is on families. And so this is amazing as it seems, but I think they target something really specific that we miss a lot in society. And so I'm going to try to share that with you through some statistics. Real quick though, I want you to hear why you should listen to these statistics. These are pulled from a research study done by Miss Kathy Spatz. Now Miss Spatz has a bachelor's degree from Cornell University in child development and family relationships. She also has a PhD in psychology. She is taught at the following universities: at Harvard, at SUNY, at Indiana University, and at Rutgers Medical School. She really knows her stuff here. So what she found through these studies is that children who have childhood abuse or neglect is that they often face 72% more likely to have an adult arrest before the age of 29 years old. They are 254% more likely to be homeless, which also raises their chance to abuse substances. And on top of that, it makes them more likely to abuse substances. So most of these people do end up having some kind of an addiction at some point in their life. And so what Tennyson Center does is really special because these are the people that we pass in the streets and we say, you're homeless, you're broken, you're ripped up, and we usually dismiss them. You guys make bad life choices, what are you doing? But they focused a lot more in on these individuals and they said, why are you hurting? And so just by a show of hands real quick, who has heard the phrase, hurt people, right? Most of you probably. And so real quick, I would like to share with you from one of the staff members at this facility who is working with a teenager. And I quote, "One teenager I'm working with was referred after a violent outburst towards the women in his home, which resulted in the client being incarcerated instead of receiving mental health support. During our time, we've repaired the relationship between the family and this teenager while creating a sense of trust. He eventually disclosed being a victim of sexual abuse. Currently, this young man is experiencing increased self-esteem, he's engaging in team sports, and enjoying healthier relationships. The atmosphere in the household has shifted from sadness, shame, depression, to laughter, storytelling, and love." And so this happened because this staff member acknowledged that hurt people hurt people. They don't do it for no reason. And they really gave this kid the second chance that would have turned him into the statistics I just shared with you all. And so why this facility actually really stuck out to me, why I was looking for a center that did exactly this, is my home life. As a young teenager, my dad started going out on the road a lot more. He traveled for work. And when he began traveling for work, my mom picked up her alcohol addiction. Her drink of choice was Fireball here. In about May, she lost her job and she was home every day on the couch, usually hungover until about 3 in the afternoon. So what this created was a really dysfunctional environment for me and my siblings. We would